Excuse me, everybody. Everybody, excuse me. Back around, back in, man. Ain't no big surprise. Yeah, man. Honestly, like for a while, I'm kind of on my last 40, at least my last 40 of normal drinking. On time dosage drinking. I'm getting out of it. I'm getting out of it. Got to get out of it. It's okay, man. It's done its thing. It's had its say. You know. I'm celebrating. The way out. And it ain't absolution. It ain't abstinence. That's not what's happening. But the regularness is gone. It's gone. It's got to go. A lot of people say one or another thing. I saw some people doing well. They kind of fell by the wayside or whatever. But so I'm not gonna say I'm doing anything. I mean, I'm just gonna state so, and then we'll see. Like the truth will out. You'll see what I do. Do what you will with that information. You'll see what I do. Truth will out. The answer will be straight and obvious. Obvious. What's going on, y'all? I'm all hot, man. All spiced up and heated up. Exciting things? Yeah, I don't know, man. I guess Tooth didn't want to go back up, Hobo. Are you sure you did see him? Because he sent me a message. I sent him a joining link to this one. So there you go. The truth is out there. Yeah, my kids got their food, but yeah, I got all heated up, I guess. Probably making it, I guess. But they're chowing it down now. Good for them. Yeah, I'm enjoying it, but I will have to leave it behind on a regular. It doesn't fit. It doesn't fit anymore, Hobo. I've made it, man. I've climbed it halfway here. Whatever. It's had its time. It's had its time, man. Who are my servitors now? Who are my servitors now? That's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm going to be realistic about. Who are my servitors now if I didn't create them? Probably none. Hey, William, how you doing? It's probably all of my own creation only. So I got to go. I got to do it. Subscribe and get notifications. Put your thumbs up for the JoE channel. My brother William. My brother William. Now, of course, we don't know, Hobo. But I know what I'm going to do, man. Heck yeah, William. How you doing, my brother? How's it going? And how's your sister? Say hi to her for me, please. Say hi to Maggie. I hope you guys are chilling, hanging out with them birds, having a good time, brother. Brother William is killer. Brother William, share your channel, bro, so that people can share your adventures when you film in town, brother. Maggie said hi. Awesome. Hey, William, will you join my stream if I send you a link? I'll send you a link, brother. I joined up yours last time I could. You know what I mean? Oh, it's not drama. It's not drama, man. It's just growing pains. You have your own drama. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nobody's tuning in for this drama. I just talk because this is my life that I'm sharing, a little bit of. A little bit of. I got my limits. So, Brother William, if you join in, man, let me email it to you. Let me join in link, bro. Haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, just growing pains. Just growing pains. But I mean, it's my channel. I'm supposed to share my story, right? That's the whole agreement here. I'm present to share my story. I was making such a big deal with Off Grid, last time about how RX Muscle is such a fantastic panel. And outside of charity events, really, not much goes on in their lives. But it doesn't matter. They're still the most funny and entertaining to hear, speaking about how they had to take the cat to the vet or, had to do a long haul of, whatever, whatever. So hell yeah, William. Cruising with William. YouTube.com/@Cruising with William. is that it's raw and yeah, I don't even know. I mean, look, you think I'm taking notes about the lies that I threw out? I ain't got time for it, hobo. I don't take notes about lies. William, will you join up, man? I'll send you a join-in link by email, my brother. William Cruising. Everybody sub up to his channel, man, so that it's just Cruising with William, which is a perfect name. And yeah, he'll show you around what, London town, or did I say London town? I mean BC. I mean fudge. Fudge. Excuse me. Other side, man. Toronto. Toronto. Why did I say London town? Who did that to me? No, I mean Toronto. East Coast, brother. East Coast. It's easier to tell the truth. Can't remember the damn lies, yeah. Oh, you have people at your house in Oakville. Yeah, Oakville. Okay, so that's Ontario, Toronto, Canada. Oakville. Okay. He lives in a very nice area. Have a good day, William. Enjoy those guests, man. Thank you, and thank Maggie for saying hi back, too. See you guys soon, okay? Anytime you want to join in, man, let me know. Let me know. So I have that. Oh, I sent it to Dreamtooth. He was saying something like, I don't know when I'm going to stream again. So we'll leave that out there. Hershey, what's going on? Hershey, would you like to come up? Hershey, should I change the flashing light? Tell me. Wait. Should I change the color flashing light? It's up to you, Hershey. I will in a second. But can I send you a join-in link to come up? I'll change it. Positive vibes to you, Hershey. It's slow and it's okay. Yeah, if you want to come up, that would be awesome. Okay, here we go. Hopefully, I don't get kicked out of here, but I'm going to send that link to Hershey right now. And if by any miracle I didn't get kicked out and we're actually making our 8th minute of content here, if by any miracle we're just here, that one last night was really cool. Do a reading. Oh, wow. Yeah, Care Bear was on last night, Hershey. So Karen was up. Totally different. Obviously, totally different. You know, it's very opportune. Daughter, say hi. Say hi. You know, come here. Sit down.
Boy, play yeah.
Don't be weird. Just press add. Press add.
Press add.
Yeah, press add. You're gonna say hi to Hershey when she comes up. Okay. So this is my only minor. This little fool right here. That's my only minor. Her name's Ari. She's the best, and she wants to say hi, Hershey.
Hey.
Hi, sweetheart. How are you?
She's a little 12-year-old genius that won't do her math. Get out of here now, genius. That's the only thing. She's intimidated. She doesn't want to do
How
it.
are you?
I'm great, Hershey.
Look,
How
a
are
hot
you?
mess. I got kitten brain.
I know, man. I was sweating all over the place. When I made them dinner, I was like, whoa, it's like 80, isn't it? But it's like 74, but I can't take it.
It's dropped quite a bit. It's 78 now, but it got up to like 82 or 83 here in Pensacola. Hi, everybody in chat.
Hi, Hobo. Hobo says hello, Hershey. Hobo enjoyed the fact that we had Care Bear last night, and she
I
shuffled through the
heard you
deck.
say that as I was hitting the link, so I'm glad she was here. I appreciate that, man. I
It
have been
was
so
cool.
busy. I haven't been nowhere.
Yeah. I know, and also I know, basically, you're in the look for your new admins. Your new helpers in the background
What, on my YouTube page?
on your channel. Yeah, you've been asking
Oh,
for
no.
people to step up and do.
Oh no, yeah. Like I have different moderators that do different things. Like I they want to be there, you know? So for me, it's all about the interaction. That's what I fell in love with. I've had my channel since July of 2013. So I have had my channel for a very, very long time. I have switched algorithms several times. But what I can tell you is that the reason I found and wanted this algorithm that I'm on isn't just for the community. It was for the interaction. It was grab
For
your deck
sure.
and read along, or it was just something I didn't see a lot of, even in other algorithms. And that's I think part of me that I was craving, and I looked forward to that. I was like watching to see now who was good at this and who was good at that, and and I
It's
kind of went the
community and
opposite
it's
way.
fun.
I
It's
went with people
fun.
I could grow with.
Yeah,
And
it's fun to interact. I love being in the chat. I
yeah,
mean, it's like
it
weird
gives
when
me like
a
a
streamer doesn't go in the
focus.
chat. It's
Yeah,
kind of weird when a streamer doesn't go in somebody else's chat and talk, because we
for
enjoy
sure, for
being
sure.
here.
Mhm.
My channel, I guess, is from July, maybe they say 2006 or whatever, but I remember it was October of 2005. I was on YouTube watching,
Right, right,
and then
right,
I was
right. We're
watching,
old heads to
started
this. Like
chatting.
we didn't come because of the pandemic.
Right. Yeah, I'm here from the actual beginning, and I really am. And my sister gave me a really low grade digital camera. Way back then, I made a video. I made a video or two just to make sure I could do it. Go ahead, walk by, son. No problem. And then, 10 years after that, I came up here, and they used to have like video responses, and people would ask you to make a video response. Hey, that's
Yep.
fun. That's an
Yeah,
interactive.
I love VRs. Yeah, I've got a
Yeah,
couple of them on
yeah.
my channel. There's one up right now I want to do. It's show us your decks, but oh my god, like I
That
can't
sounds
wait.
pretty funny
It's
what
like
you just said there. You said, "Show us your
scavenger
what?"
hunt within a
Show us your what? Oh,
decks.
okay, okay.
Your tarot and oracle decks. It's a VR. If you don't do tarot and oracle, you probably haven't seen it, but
Right, 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 right.
it's incredibly fun. So hold on one second. I'm coming in from outside, so it
For
got pretty hot
sure.
today. We had to keep the house cool.
Cheers off Grid and Hobo. How you guys doing?
Hi guys, hi. So I was reading chat there. Hobo wants a read. Is that what did I read that correctly?
I think he would enjoy it. He had a great time last night. So, and I think Karen
Did
only
Karen not
focused
give him
on
a
me.
read?
I
Oh,
know. I
well, I
think
got
she only focused on me. So I think they're on the FOMO tip where they were like, "Where's mine?" She had them kids running around too, so she had limited time, guys.
absolutely. Well, I understand that. Hobo, do you
I'm just
have like a
telling them.
specific question? Or I'm here, guys. I promise. The house is just dark.
Heck yeah, heck yeah. Okay, Hobo. If you have a specific question, if you want a reading, bring it forth. Bring it forth. And Hershey's here. Hershey is, obviously donating time. So let's go. Let's see.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Thank you, Hershey.
I was supposed to do shadow reads tonight, but Brother Thomas is pretty sick. His sugar is just still unbalanced. So,
So I had to work a little bit with my doctors, right? I
uh-huh.
had to work a little bit with my doctors just to kind of finagle a new A1C to keep me up to date because, insurance says you could do it maybe twice a year, but I want to know. Well, I have the same numbers. I didn't beat it this time. And I'm like, God, I'm so upset because I fixed the blood pressure, but I didn't beat the sugar. It's just the same. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Get out of here.
Right.
Ari. Now she's gonna show up all day because I let her get a minute. Everybody subscribe. No, you can't. She's not 14. Forget about it.
No, I couldn't just subscribe to my channel anyway, kiddo. Sorry, I don't allow
No,
children
I
on.
know, I know. And I'm messing with her. I'm messing with her. She likes that. She has that whole like when it's my turn, when it's my turn. And I'm like, well, be an internet adult. It's only 14. It's not a big deal. Everybody else I have is adults, and she's the only femme girl. So she's got a different world here. She's tough.
So,
She's tough
so
because all
Hobo
those brothers.
says, I just got my first book on the subject and my first deck. I have not
Oh
opened the deck
wow.
yet. I'm on chapter 3 of the book. I am curious. Okay, I have
Oh,
I have some questions. Are you talking about like the guidebook, or is this like first of all, what deck did you get? I'm very curious.
there we go. We'll
Um,
start with number one because whatever book came with it was complimentary to the deck, but probably more generally to reading. But Hobo, Yeah, man, let us know. We need some details on that. I wish we could bring him up, but we only do one at a time on YouTube, so we're limited by chatting.
No, I'm just the more kind of specific he gets, I could probably figure out what deck I'm looking for him to read on him. I'm just trying to be a little nosy so that I could grab
Heck
an
yeah.
appropriate deck. I don't want to grab a deck and I'm like, I don't see anything but shadow vibes, so I want to grab the right deck. Uh-oh, look,
Okay,
guys.
daughter, you and brothers and everything. No excuses. Last chance.
The deck is Smith
Buzz off.
Tarot with Borderless Edition. Ooh, Pamela Coleman Smith. I don't have that one that I can grab. Okay, so okay,
And the
so
book is Holistic Tarot, he said. The book is Holistic Tarot.
okay, so you are learning the tarot. Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's his
so
first deck. I don't know. Did you do it before, or who made you curious? I wonder if it was Cosmic or whether it was Karen. You know what I mean, Hobo? Like, let us know. I got a phone call. It's Jessica. Jessica, I can't answer you, but you know where I'm at, Chad. Hi, Jess.
Bell win. Yeah, Bell win. Okay. All right. So what are we curious of? Are you curious of like what's going to happen? Are you scared of I mean not scared, curious to like you feel like you've been called into this?
Oh, Cosmic gave him the book, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, even
And
better.
look here, this is fairy chimes from Hobo who is speaking and asking. So these fairy
That is
chimes
wonderful. That
he
is
not
wonderful.
only made and provided, but the book that comes with him is written by him, and it's just it's a fairy story that relates.
All right.
Now
So
I was
so
waiting for my plant to hang this outside. Thankfully, he told me they're inside, and it would have rotted out there. I didn't know that, so we're enjoying it now.
the calling is clear. I'm not curious about it other than why me. Oh, okay. So well, why would probably be the wrong word, I would say. I would be like,
I
okay,
would
what's the
too. The
word?
word to me, hey Hershey, I'm no expert, but the word to me is when. It sounds like the time is now.
It's
It's
like
not about
what's
a why. If the calling is now, it's about a when. It's like it didn't matter yesterday. It didn't matter 2 weeks ago, but the time is now.
why is definitely a good question, though. It's just not a question that they will answer willingly because it's the question that my team's like, nah, we're not touching that one. So hold on, but I got you though. So
You got it. You got it.
uh, because
You're in good
you
hands,
you
Hobo.
gave
Everybody
away.
subscribe to Hershey, but you're in good hands, Hobo.
I promise. I promise. I'll take it easy on you. I promise. If we were on my channel, I would just tell you to strap your seatbelt in. But since we're here, I'll take it easy on you. So Miles said
Oh,
since you
thank you.
gave away a fairy, so it's a disruption tool, right? Anything, chimes, bells, anything like that that is tied to the Fae or the fairy realm, it's used for disruption, right? So it could be where if you're hearing it, whether it's actually sublimetry moving, or it's went outside in the wind. That's them running off things that probably shouldn't be in your area. So um, I want to know who are you actually working with? And then I'll go into so because you just got it and you're learning, I got the teaching deck, right? So all different decks do all different things. But what I can tell you is sometimes I would recommend, obviously Ciro Marchetti, um, the Easy Tarot. It's because it's this book is where you're gonna find out what for, right? So I feel like my question is because you did Pamela Coleman Smith, I feel like there's maybe even not necessarily a Thoth vibe, but there might absolutely be something with Marseille going on or something. Um, hold on, let's see.
Well, Cosmic definitely. I mean, I'll just say this: he has a thought tilt. Therefore, when it's his influence, it's going to tilt like that. I mean, so Hobo said he provided him with the book. I mean, Hobo. I mean, Cosmic has his own tilt. It's going to influence what he's delivered.
Oh, yeah, for sure, for sure. So tomorrow, right? Yesterday is no longer exists.
He's just here in the now. He's just here in the now.
The present is what it's all about. So, okay, well, first of all, I got Hermit in reverse, so I'm going to tell you right now, if you have been stuck in your shell or not wanting to be a social butterfly, that's exactly what they're pushing you to do. That's maybe why you maybe feel some anxiety, or maybe you just feel like there's some pressure going on and you cannot figure out why, right? So, like I said, they don't like that question, why? Why? You already know why. Why means that you are staying away from what you know you are being called to. Sorry, they're coming in and I'm getting hot. So when you
I
start
know,
avoiding
and the anger of the why question, I totally understand too, because
yeah,
we
that ain't
always know the answer, and it's
you
not even
already
like
know
a
why.
big
Yeah,
deal. The answer is always the
in
middle.
a
It's
blind
not you're
spot.
right,
Right.
I'm wrong.
Yeah.
The answer is always like it's a compromise, and
Yeah.
we
No.
always know it, and we fight against it forever. No wonder
Uh,
the spirits get tired of us asking them why.
so with them pairing it with the Wheel of Fortune energy and the Knight of Wands, this Knight of Wands, this is you, right? You are new to this, right? So you want to come in steadfast because it's fire, it's wands, but you have to remember you can also burn yourself out if you don't do it correctly, right? What you want to do is you want to know what you want to do when you start. As somebody that had no idea, I've been reading Oracle since I was a teenager, but I just started tarot like 5 or 6 years ago. I had no idea I was even going to ever touch one of these decks until I found myself in the deck, right? It wasn't a pretty deck. It wasn't one that had pretty images. And it absolutely was not an RWS either. So I just got my first Pamela Coleman Smith. But because I leaned towards Thoth and Marseille, I wanted that Pamela Coleman Smith. I didn't want that white man, Christian, Abraham vibe, right? I'm pagan, so I need to stay true to me, what I am, what I call in, right? So this
So the
king,
Marseille is that? I just want to ask if is that from like the 1400s?
what?
The Marseille, like the
Oh,
deck, and
it's farther back than that. It's probably early 1200s, and then there may have even been a different version of cartomancy. But I do
for
believe
sure. There's
runs
always been cartomancy of some
actually
kind. Yeah, because you also have the red and black, which is just yes and no, and then you have yes, no, and maybe. So there's always been cartomancy. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like,
right. I believe
yeah,
the
when I
cartomancy
was a child, we flipped nickels, and that's the game we played. But it's the same thing. It's yes, no, maybe. Sorry,
right.
my
No,
daughter's
I
still
totally
walking
get
through.
you.
Yeah.
Remember with this one, it's about knowing your passion, right? So what I would say for this, if you, because this is such a driven card being fire energy, if it is not your birth energy, the reason this is calling to you is because usually opposites attract, right? So they are coming to you hot and heavy because they need to pull you out of this reverse hermit mode, right? They are going to make you uncomfortable. They're not doing it for you, though. They're doing it to you so that you can understand the impact that you have through these kind of powerful tools is something not everybody can connect to, right? Not everybody can pick up a deck and just know what it is. They want to thoroughly go by just the basics, but then they forget about their own life experiences and their own devotion to their self that helps them keep the tools crisp and clear because you want that clarity. You've got the Wheel of Fortune energy coming in on top of this, which means what is this? This is for 1 of 10. So a 10 is what? A stop sign. Every time you hit a 10 in the tarot deck, you're going to need to take a step back and just go, what did I accomplish? Where am I at right now? If you don't feel like you're ready to make that next step into the next major arcana or into that next one, which would be your page energy, which you're stepping into them family cards, at that stop sign, you get to take a chance and a moment to maybe step back. And Saint is messing with my camera, so if it falls, it's Saint's fault. So
Oh,
remember,
Is it Saint Germain?
no, it's this thing, this little guy. He's messing with
Oh, okay.
my
Oh,
tripod.
dang it. Hey, little guy, I thought you were Saint Germain. You should feel honored.
So the overall energy of this, why you gave a fairy disruption tool away, is because you already have them, right? So when a singer fairy shows up, that means that you have a direct door into the fairy realm, the fae realm, Dragon realms, anywhere you want to go. This is a key. This is a get out of jail card. This is a skeleton key. Whether it's a one cut key, a two cut key, a three cut key, no matter what that skeleton key is, this is your key. This is your connection to something that you may never understand, or you may be fooling yourself and you've been understanding it your whole life with it being this kind of energy. Seems like you may have been born to do this, and you realize that every time you hit a stop sign, and you keep procrastinating. So you're not allowed to procrastinate anymore. So now the question I return to you is what for? What inside you somebody out there needs to know about? Because maybe they're in that same spot and they don't know how to get out of it. They don't think that anybody's ever been there before. You're their lifesaver and you
I
don't even know.
mean,
So
I know a little bit,
your
so
key and your get out of jail card and keep going. Find the tool that works for you and reach as many as you can because you have a testimony to tell inside of you and you're going to be able to do so much more being able to visually show what you already can feel intuitively inside your soul when you talk to people and you can see the patterns of what they've been through because you recognize them within you. So make sure that you keep you present so that you can keep recognizing the patterns that other people don't realize are just holding them back. Keep helping yourself and them open doors. And that's what
hmm,
I've got.
I will tell you like a couple of points. I think it's interesting that when the card, which is the Hermit in reverse, right? That represents you, Hobo, and you know that you're tied into staying away and not socializing and not dealing with the crowd. I think you're being pushed to do it. I
Yeah.
think you need to socialize. And then I think the part of sharing that story and everything, you've been through, I don't know, you said what, 5 marriages or whatever? There's a lot that you can teach
I
people
yeah, I
from
was
the
gonna
past of
say
your life
I was
here,
gonna say, but
brother.
there's something else that Miles was picking up on, right? So I have a
Right.
feeling that when you were a kid, you weren't the one that maybe wanted to be the fireman or anything like that. I feel like maybe there was someone that inspired you, and they may have been a local 9 to 5er, or they may have come home every day smelling like shit, but they were rich as heart. They had a very light heart. You couldn't take the monetary value from them because they stayed present and current. And that was an
Mm.
inspiration to you. And I feel like you wanted to do something more with your life. You just didn't know what it was. And I feel like life itself has said, okay, you've fell down enough times. So now it's time for you to pick people up, is what it feels like.
Yeah, Hobo. I mean, my assumption is it's arts and crafts, I didn't get one of those wood burn coins or whatever, but we'll be in touch because, I think that's where your skills lay right now. But you do have to socialize. So you have a persona
Sometimes
and a perception that you want to get away from, sort of the idiocy of the masses. Dude, we all get that. We all want to get away from the idiocy of the masses. But I think you need to go around and say hi to them and just make yourself known so that your fame can shine. Because your fame exists because of who you are. You're so individuated and you deliver something that nobody does. So your fame is already like de facto. You just need to make people aware of it. That's my opinion.
he's eating my fingers.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. My goodness, look at that invasive species.
Just,
Hi, cutie.
Uncle Joe. Hey, Uncle Joe. Uncle Joe been following your story since I found you. Yeah.
Right, right. Oh my gosh, how are you? And like, how did you adjust to just uproot? I mean, like, how's it going? Like, are you comfortable?
I mean, my problem is that when something desperately needs help, I can't help but be that person, no matter how sick they are or how bad it is. I mean, when I found this little guy, he wasn't even breathing. His sister, she was, I mean, outside of being traumatized of what they had went through, being, basically run over by an excavator, she was in pretty good condition. Unfortunately, he wasn't. And I just kind of sprung into action, and I started giving him mouth to mouth, and I started pulling the debris from him
Yeah.
and pulling it out of his eyes, and I don't know, I just became so strong for him. Like it was like I just willed him. I was like, "You got to
It's
come
that
back.
struggle,
I'm
the
not giving you
struggle
no
to
toys."
life. What's
Yeah,
more beautiful than just the struggle to I want to live, I want to shine,
right.
whatever I amount to, it doesn't really matter. I could just be a nickel. I don't have to
Yep,
be $10. I
that's
could just
right.
be a nickel, but I got to shine my nickel.
That's right.
you
That's
know?
right. 100%. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I
I
don't
got
mind it. I don't mind it. I hope that once we get him healthy, his sister got a clean bill of health. When we get her weight up, she'll be ready. If we find him a good forever home, I'm proud to be their foster mom, and so is Mo. Like, they just brought a little adventure in along the way. So,
So when you move to a new place, I mean, every future story is going to be written there as far as you know. And when you move there, I think that causes anxiety. You have weird dreams for a couple of days, you just can't rest.
yep, no,
And I don't even know what to do because when I used to show up in a weird place, I would go to the video store. We don't have video stores anymore. What do I do to feel grounded and comfortable now? I don't know. That was my culture, I'll have to find something new. And
no,
I'm not going to those stupid hipster coffee shops because their stuff is mud. It tastes like shit. I want, I make my
here,
own, man.
here, here. It was crazy, because I mean, like we met last year, and when I met you last year, I just felt like you was a real cool dude, and I mean,
You
we all know
too.
I like your wife more than I like you, so but that's no secret. So,
Yeah, right, right, right. Yeah, stick
but
together
no,
there.
I
Stick
just
together there.
I like you. I think you're a good guy. I like your vibe. I know that, we come from similar walks, but yet we walk them differently, and I just like how you're honest, and that's the part that means the most to me. That's all I want is genuine people anymore. If I got to worry about you wearing a mask around me and you can't be transparent,
Yeah.
weird as they come. I talk
I'll
to
I'll wear some clown
so
paint,
if
but just
you're
to just to sing a song for you and show you a story. I'm not gonna do anything, I just am who I am. I can't go
exactly,
around it.
exactly. Yep.
I don't really consider myself human, I'm just an animal. I do things.
Well, I mean,
Go
me,
ahead, Jake.
been
Go
on
ahead,
my
Jake.
channel. We're just energy in a meat suit. We are energy from somewhere else, and we are having a fourth dimension meat suit experience. And in my opinion, it's hell or jail, prison. I've been to all
Yeah,
of them
I think
places, so
it
I
is a
know exactly
sentence.
what I'm talking about.
It is the life sentence, right? And so
It
now that they're
definitely
actually talking about it, we're like projected jail by agreement or whatever, and they're talking about it scientifically. Yeah, of course. Like we're not important. This is all nonsense. We're not important, man. We're just a bunch of carbon that's going to be thrown away
asking who
tomorrow.
I or asking like about who we're talking about in chat because we're just talking in general, but.
Oh, what happened? What happened?
I was asking who Dream Tooth. They say, "Who are we chatting with?" And I'm like, "Is that about me?" They want to know who I
Oh, is
am.
he in? Okay, I don't see his chat. Dreamtooth, you back? Oh shit, I have to redo the chat. I'm sorry. Hey, Dreamtooth, what's up? He worships the enigmatic cat god. Yeah, I talked about the cat sort of cults of Egypt and stuff. Who are we chatting with? We're now speaking with Hershey, the Shadow Reader, and you know what, Dreamtooth? Um, Cosmic put you on a path to look at your cards too. Do you think you might want Hershey to look into the cards for you? What do you think about that? Hershey Tooth is a really great guy.
Ah,
Southern Louisiana.
I have absolutely no problem with doing it whatsoever.
Well, there
Because
you
it's
go,
a
Tooth.
smoking channel, so I don't have to excuse myself.
No, 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 no. And you know what? I always ask you guys to give me the bad news first, and sometimes you're not even willing to, But I'm interested in the salacious bits. Let's get into
It's
the
not
drama of it.
shit, shit, and that's half the problem. Half the readers, uh, that I met before I came to this algorithm were literally
Right?
having skipping to tower moments. I'm like, I gotta find a different place.
Oh, I know, I know. Oh my gosh, that whole like, hey, guess what, love? you're gonna get it. Money lottery, you're gonna get it. That's so crazy because when they wrote the books, even when you read the books, it's a metaphor, and it's a metaphor for something you guys don't want to know about right now. It's a metaphor that you
So
guys.
you know how you and I like to get on those conversations about books. I will absolutely, if anybody does want to read, I'm sitting here. I've got a few minutes before I have to get on kitten duty. But if you guys want to read, I don't mind giving you one. Um, but
Please,
I
Dreamtooth.
so I
Dreamtooth, she's saying it's we got limited time too. So if you would like to have a reading by Hershey, just please raise your hand. Just any way, indicate to us. And
so I
um
read the book of Adam. I don't know if you have read it, but it's
no,
a
I have not. I have not.
it's a removed book from somewhere, right? And not to turn this in that way, but
No, it's cool.
I am completely fascinated. Like I've read a lot of them. My favorite's probably the Book of Enoch because I'm connected to Metatron.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
but I'm telling you, the more I read about what was the whole thing was about, because I'm not one that's ever read it, so I'm in my grown, mature, healed mind where I don't have that forced thought of anyone else's.
Nobody
Um,
indoctrinated you into it, so you were free of that. You went through your life. um we all found ourselves hemmed up a time or two, if you know what I mean, and that's why we can relate on that. We know what happens. But yeah, the Book of Enoch, absolutely. Like, by the way, guys, that's a good one to watch on YouTube. They'll go ahead and just read it. They read it really well.
so Morg, do you follow Morg on YouTube? He's a
um
he's got long blonde white hair. I will send you his link. Anyway, just check out one of his videos. I'm telling you, he is a well. I'm not gonna tell a story, but I've hit him up for an email. I want to bring him on my channel.
that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome.
He goes into a lot of depth, and with me being on the other side because I died twice, there's a lot of things that even if I wanted to talk about it, for one, I can't.
Dream
Without
Tooth, is that
somebody
what happened
with
today? I'm sorry that I
burning
have
it.
to I have to address that right away. Is that what happened today? See, Dream Tooth is a person with autism. I mean, that's just like public enough so I can say that, right? So was the cleaning lady really harassing you about demons? And I know you like to talk to nice ladies, and like I said, you need to go swimming with some sweet women. That'll be a good night for you. And I know you like to talk to nice ladies, and I know they're in the bayou, and I know they got superstitions. But really, if they were throwing that stuff on you about your abalone shell,
Somebody
we need
from the
some help.
bayou.
We
No, no,
need
wait,
some
no, hold
help.
on, wait a minute, wait a minute. You talking about Louisiana, the
Yeah,
home of
yeah. Tooth is
the
in southern Louisiana, and he had
no way in
he had
hell.
some difficulty today, and it sounds like the cleaning lady gave him such a complex, and we
And
have to help
so,
him. We have to
so
help him right now.
Brother Thomas, you're
I've
feeling
died
better.
too. Don't drink and drive. Okay. All right.
I,
All right.
I am
Well, I
so
got my
sorry that
abalone.
happened to you. All I could tell
But
you
we
is
got to
next
help
time
too.
you walk in my house, I mean, because well, I mean, let me see. Let me just give you a little, just one bookshelf. Can y'all see that? That's just
Hi,
one.
Thomas. That looks nice. Yeah.
I got dolls. I got abalone shit. I got things that go bump in the night. So,
So do I. These things are awake longer than I am, and I barely sleep. So I know. I hear it
but
every time.
deter me from my faith, and ain't nobody gonna tell me that source ain't real.
Hershey
I
saw
just don't
my
have the
beautiful
same
ugly baby.
belief.
Hershey saw my beautiful ugly baby. She was shocked,
I
but we
love
love
it.
him.
I was
We
not
love
shocked.
him.
I fell in love. I fell in love.
Hi, Thomas. So we need to help Tooth, man, because he's getting wound up by outside influences, and I don't think they're right. I don't think they should be winding him up like that.
Well, first thing I'm going to tell you is set some boundaries. Straight up. If that person is that judgmental about you, they don't need to have their judgmental ass around you, no matter who they are. Anybody that is opinionated is living in their super everything. They're super pride, they're super greed, they're super ego, they're super everything, right? They are living in comfort zones that don't even actually exist. If somebody ever
You can't
busts a
trust them.
bubble and they fall on their ass, they wouldn't even have nobody to catch them, pick them up, do anything but laugh at them for being the fools that they live like. So you really, really, really need to set some boundaries and tell people when they disrespect you, they ain't doing nothing but disrespecting their damn self, and they need to learn how to not be so uncompassionate. Where's their humanities? Like I am. This world has gone backwards, and it is disgusting. It is
True.
flat disgusting. It is 2025, and we are dealing with shit that happened over 100 years ago still, and it don't make no damn sense. People need to grow up. As within, the same as without. Absolutely. I mean, that's what that's all about. As above, so below. As within, so without. Onto from the universe onto my soul. That's about making the inside reflect your outside. It's about making your outside reflect your inside. It has to be balanced, guys. You know, another thing that pisses
True
me off
path. True
about
path.
the
That's what I always do. I always do path work. That's my deal. I do path
why
work.
I'm a shadow worker. This is why I don't deteriorate. I don't try to jump in and do things like Reiki and all these other political things or love things or all these things. I'm a shadow reader, right? So I just keep it real, and I know how to deal with people better that way because they know where I'm coming from the beginning, right? So I don't worry about when people don't like me because usually the first time they find out I talk to ghosts or that I'm a Ouija or that I do chaos magic or mirror magic, they run for the motherfucking hill. And I like it like that because now I got to deal with their ignorance. It didn't cost me anything to realize that you have a whole lot of problems. So do not let anybody that isn't working on their self try to tell somebody that is working on their self what that looks like because they don't have a clue. I don't care who they are. And that could be your own parents or your children. Trust me, I catch hell all the ways. All right, so
Yeah, well, Dream
I
Tooth, I
have a
mean,
soul
Dream
shade
Tooth,
coming
like
in.
that stuff, it's being cast upon you. I think if we can get a clear reading for you, Tooth, um, maybe you can chill about it. You know what I mean? Like I already said, I wasn't trying to stress you out, and I hope it doesn't damage our relationship that you're struggling with that. But let's just get it clear, get a hold of it again, so that you can
No,
control
absolutely, absolutely. So I get the soul striker, right? This is like a psychologist. This is a pixie that has a very determined mentality, right? We're talking these kind of pixies are maybe thousands of years old. They have lived through things that we can't even begin to still uncover. We are still, as archaeologists and all these zoologists and all these scientists that are getting out there, they're just now starting to understand shit that things like this have known longer than our existence, right? So you have one of these coming in for you because they want your knowledge protected. There is something that you currently have experienced or you lived through it, right? So when we live through something, that means that once we got to a point where we forgave ourselves, we went back and we found all of those anchors, grains of sands, and things that fill our hope cup up that we thought we had lost along the way, only to realize that we had them the whole damn time. And we were dropping them like breadcrumbs so that as we healed, we remembered them. See, the more we heal, the more we remember about what our actual calling is, what we signed up for, what we took on to do, what we willingly wanted to put ourselves through so that we could help someone else in that exact same position. And when we do not give ourselves all of us, we absolutely cannot, will not, and should not give ourselves to anyone else because we cannot accept us. So once you are there, which you obviously have, because we have the Hierophant coming in as your overall energy, right? A Hierophant is my nemesis. I'm going to tell you right here and right now. Why? Because a SOB looks like a pope, but I love the Hierophant because it is a teacher, right? It is a witch doctor. It is a shaman. It is a pope, a cardinal, a Christ. It is someone that has worked for the highest righteous part of their self, for their doppelganger, their true highest self, right? They themselves find the leader within when they recognize that they are being represented by a deck of cards as a hierophant. So that tells me that you got more keys and shit locked up inside of you than you probably are aware of. They may even be putting you through some similar shit, and you're like, why is this going? Why is this happening to me? Why is this happening this way? And why is that happening that way? But it's not about to, once again, I say it's happening for you to remember. You don't have to wake up. All you have to do is remember. You're already awake if you are this. If you are being represented as this, and you have one of the highest pixies in the brownie community that you can have, it makes no difference to understand why the only other card here is the celebration. But this is you. You know, when somebody says me, myself, and I, that's exactly what they mean when they pair it with the Hierophant. Me, myself, and I, the Three of Cups. This isn't you getting out there and celebrating with Tom, Dick, and Harry, because Tom, Dick, and Harry didn't do no damn work on themselves, and they don't deserve this one person celebration. You recognizing that you were born to do something that only you can do. So this Three of Cups is about you all the way through. Recognize what you came here to do and just start doing it. Let them see what a miracle looks like. Let them hear what a miracle actually is. People talk about it, but they're just not doing it. They feel it, but they just don't know where to go. And you don't have to make a blueprint copy of where you're trying to go. You just have to have a blank piece of paper in front of you. Start drawing a circle or draw a square. You just don't want to leave it blank, but it doesn't matter where you start. But you, as a Hierophant, this is your calling. You might as well start.
I have to ask questions about two different points in there.
Yes.
First of all, it sounds like you make an agreement before life to live this life.
So, like my knowledge of what the other side is gonna not be what everybody's used to hearing, right? So I know some things that some of us that have died and come back know that people that have had near death experiences think they know, they
Right.
don't actually know. You know, they were close, but well, they were actually close to just probably going back to the birth canal because they didn't actually learn their lesson. And I don't want to be that cold-hearted bitch when I have to be that person when they say, "Oh yeah, I saw all the bright lights," and no, that's the birthing chamber. That's the operating room, honey. You're coming right back. You didn't learn your lesson.
Yeah.
There is no crumpets. There's no gate. There's no pearly white stairs. I'm sorry. I know that the Abrahamic churches want everybody to be belligerently ignorant and blind and dumb, and then when they get on the other side and they have to find someone like me to help them because they don't know what's going on because they were lied to their whole life about what's going to happen to them because there's no such thing as an afterlife. This and then they wake up and they're like, well, I've only been done 3 days. Well, yeah, that's what happens. You wake up after 3 days. You wake up, not him. Look, like I said, it's not that tantrum, but yes, 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 we
Well,
choose this is a choice because somewhere along the way, we are not perfect. None of us are. No matter what our energy is, no what our present or previous walk was, whether you're Pleiadian or a Dalcentian or you're a Grandmaster, it doesn't matter what you were. You broke some kind of universal law to be here in this hell on earth as it is, and that is what you
oh
are
wow.
technically
Okay.
serving is a prison
So
sentence.
it's
So
not just a pre-birth
I don't know
agreement.
how
It
to say
really
it
is a
this way.
sentence. It
You are
really
on
is a
earth. You are
sentence.
serving a prison system. You
It
broke a
really is a sentence.
universal law. Yes, man's law ain't shit. That's just fourth dimension shit. You haven't even reached fifth dimension. You're in fourth dimension time right now. You haven't even ascended to the fifth yet. That's the blue sky that everybody's like, oh, that's the sky. Yeah, I mean, it's a little more than that, but you know what? It is what you need to believe it is to get you where you're trying to go. So I'm not going to
Well,
be
Gal
very,
Pal,
very
like what makes you think you know? I mean, everybody has some level of intuition, and then we also have the interpretation abilities and everything. And we have empathy, we have all these sort of things that tune us into what's going on.
Oh yeah,
Also,
it's just
when you
not on the
pull
other side.
cards, when you
It's not
pull
on the other
cards,
side.
you'd be looking at everything that's available on the play board right now, and that's why, like, if I've had my cards pulled for 3 weeks, I don't have to ask again because I really have to settle up what I've just dealt with for 3 weeks. Um, Everything's always in play. Nobody's like claiming to have any sort of BS, like you said, or whatever behind it. And like it's a way at focusing and aligning yourself with your true desire and your true order and just getting through.
Uh,
Not facts. No, I mean maybe it's not facts, but we have feelings that are they're
I know
real, whether
my
they're
to be
maybe the realness is factual.
speak for anyone else, right? But I just want her to understand. I know my experience for it to be
I know,
true.
dude.
I can't speak for someone else. I don't know what you know from someone else. That's their story, and I support
For
their
sure.
decision and their story. I just know mine, and it's 100% facts. So
I'm
everybody's
humble enough
experience
to
is
not.
different.
I'm humble
Everyone's
enough to not know, but I won't discount anything because I'm trying my best to
different.
benefit from any sort of
Absolutely. Absolutely. No, 100%. I understand. I deal
trying
with
to
it all the
benefit.
time, and I have to help a lot of people. On the other side, you're just energy. There's no mouth, there's no ears, there's no eyes, there's no two hands. This meat suit is gone. You are nothing but a blob. You are your soul, your energy. So, when the TV makes it seem like, well, I know that's my grandpa. I'm looking at him. They can't manifest like that. That's not how it works. I'm sorry, it don't work like that. So, um, I just
And
want people to get their own experiences in life, and the only
yeah,
way to do
and
that is get out there and live.
SGP, you have your own experience. You've been close to death. You died once. You saw nothing. I mean, I had a similar experience. I mean, like literally,
That
like
was a choice. That was a
the
choice that you
closest I
made.
was to death, I saw just colors. It went from yellow to blue to purple, and I was almost gone. So when I asked people, I'm like, "What did you see? Did you see that?" You know what I mean? Because that's all I have. It didn't mean anything. I know I was just gonna coast off into obliteration. I wasn't gonna
So
have consciousness anymore. I was on my way.
I would say that the fact that they saw nothing means that they kept them asleep, or they wiped their memory, and there's a whole lot more in there that they just aren't aware of yet because they haven't allowed them to remember. So, um,
And hillbilly's an alien, so we got that one too.
well,
And
we all
purple is
are. So,
white.
I mean, there's that. We're all an alien of some kind.
Shoot. We're just trying to keep an open mind here and also use all the tools that are available to us. I'm not gonna like throw out any vitriolic response or she doesn't know everything. No, she doesn't
I'm
need to
not
know
trying to
everything.
know everything, and nobody does. I don't care who they are. There's no one perfect. No one.
I'm working
No.
on it. And I'll die
You
trying,
know what?
but it's
Too
not gonna
every day.
happen.
Every
No, it's
day.
not gonna happen, but I'll die trying. I'm happy with that.
I'm not gonna
Try
try
my
to be
best.
perfect. I'm just gonna live my best damn life, and I'm gonna have fun, and I'm just not gonna pay the consequences and do the dumb shit that would have caused me to have to live a hard life. I'm gonna live with a smile on my face every day.
Yeah, all the people that I've sat with that died and everything too. Yeah, they had very bleak outcome. Sort of personalities and stuff, and outcome. I mean, outlooks for a bleak outcome where nothing's gonna happen. Well, nothing's gonna happen if you expect nothing to happen. I mean,
So about
I'm not.
five
I'm not
years
interested
ago,
in like. I would love to be free from doing this again, like you said, as a sentence. I believe it's a sentence. It's like I want to be free from doing this again.
I was trying to recall his name. I can't recall his name, but about 5 years ago, um, this this person, this energy found me, and they were ready to be crossed over, right? So I was trying to help them, and they told me that they spent a lifetime in the darkness because that was their penance, right? And I was like, I didn't get what they meant by that. I didn't understand it, like you didn't see your ancestors, you didn't see a ferryman, you didn't find an obelisk, you don't like you nothing, you didn't see a ghost rider, or you literally saw nothing. And he was like, no, it was just all black, just black. And I was like, well, how do you know what black looks like? And he was like, well, it's not even a color. It's not a shade. It's just there's nothing. And I was
Yeah,
like, so
the absence.
then there was something if you saw a color, because if you would have been in, some of the realms where there's literally nothing, like a lost soul would end up in, or one that's damned, it would have been a different experience. So sometimes I just wonder, if people fully want to remember, because sometimes what they see once they're over there, because it's not what they expected, they don't know how to put it in words, because there is no human words for anything over there. There's no humans over there. Everything is dead.
Right.
So
Yeah, I don't know. How do the dead celebrate? I have no clue. I have no clue.
it's not about a celebrate. It's just it's a remembrance. They live on through us. Their energy. Some of them are blessed to come back as spirit guides when they earn it. It's a thing, It's a whole world going on around us that we are not aware of. They are around us all the time. We are never not without them. They're always here.
Yeah, SGP, I know. I mean, me being humble enough not to know means I'm open to entertain as well. I'd like to hear, perspectives and everybody's experiences and all of that good stuff.
Absolutely. 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 Every time. All right. Well, I've got two hungry kittens, and I will check everybody out later.
Very cool, very cool. Dream Tooth, you have a joining link. You can come up. Do I need to let you down or you got it?
I got it.
Okay, cool. See you later, Hershey. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye. I'll be sending Hershey some books that relate to feminine energy. It's a birthday gift to myself because I'm celebrating the fact that Beverly Cleary was also born on my birthday. Don't want me in hell and is afraid to take over. Yeah, right. I know. I hear that one. You wanted to ask her if she likes silk. Silk what? Oh, I'll ask her. I'll ask her, SGP. Silk what? Like just the material? Like the thing that comes out of worms' butts? Silk. Pretty cool. I like cashmere, straight out of Pakistan. Oh, just silk from the worm's butt. Yeah, that's pretty interesting material. From the worm's butt. Yo, Hillbilly. Yo, Pinky. What's good? What's good? Hey, Pinky, you want to come up? I'll send you the joining link. I already have it out there for Tooth, but Pinky, come on up if you don't mind. Hillbilly, hello, Hillbilly. Everybody sub up to Hillbilly. As I've heard, he doesn't have enough subs. I'm gonna make him blue so he can share his channel a couple times. Here we go. Share your channel, Hillbilly. Hillbilly is a longtime friend of Hobo. You know what I mean? We celebrate. We celebrate. We endorse and support and celebrate. Hobo, I mean, Hillbilly, please share your channel, man. Share your channel a couple of times. I'm going to take that mod, so just, double tap. I will send you the link, and I will send you the link. Are you still scared to answer the phone? I sent you just, I just sent you a little message. There you go, brother. He's 3-iterated. I'm going to take that moderator off just because, you know what I mean? Oh, you do like silk. All right. Silk from the animal. It's a 3-iterate. Fair enough, Hillbilly. I kick people out of here on 4 for spamming, but let's add somebody to the mix. Boy, I hope I didn't get kicked out. Boy, I hope I didn't get kicked out. Send a join-in link to Pinky. ×3. That's right. Three iterate. Three iterate. No problem there. Pinky, you got the join-in link by mobile. It is a mobile operation. I know you come up with headphones. As long as everything sounds good, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. Hillbilly and the hobo in the house. Yeah, I hope you get a couple more subs, Hillbilly. Dreamtooth is mortal. Dreamtooth didn't even really ask. He couldn't get all the way to ask for the reading. But he's also working with tarot now, you know? So, peace to you, Dreamtooth. Dreamtooth, you do have a join-in link, but it's all one at a time. So, I just gave it to Pinky. You know what I mean? You can come up after, eh? You froze up for a minute. Yeah, I had to froze up to send the message. Hopefully, Ann will come up, Pinky. You know? We'll see. We'll see. What's in the player here? What's in the player? Dick Spike Bank's head! She read you 2 cards, bruh? Yeah, she did. She did. What's up, Pinky? Hi.
Hey,
Looks beautiful out there. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Yeah, it's about 85 degrees outside right now.
It's about 75. Look at me. I'm dripping in sweat. It's crazy over here. I can't take it. You know what I mean? I can't take it.
I got my little
You
work
hope
shirt
she
on
comes
still.
up. Yeah, I hope Pinky comes up too. You like Pinky. She's funny. I hope she comes up. Hi, Pinky.
Hi, Hobo Hideaway.
Heck yeah, man. She's up.
I don't know if I'm funny. I'm funny looking.
Aw, stop it. She read you 2 cards, man. Stop it. Stop it. How
So
are you
speaking
this
of
evening?
funny, this weird thing happened tonight. I was sitting on the couch. I was just getting high after, working all day. I'm getting high, feeling a little, a little lightheaded or whatever. I look out the window. And in my neighborhood, we have this ice cream truck that's like really scary. It's like the free candy van, with the weird guy inside. It's an ugly looking truck, nobody ever buys the ice cream. And
Right,
he's
right.
stopped in front of my
Wow,
house.
dude.
I'm like, what the fuck? What's he doing? And then I noticed there's a male mallard duck crossing the street really slowly. And this weird fucking ice cream truck has stopped to let the mallard duck cross. And I don't know why, I just found this like hilarious. It was
Right,
just like
right.
so random. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
That's right, man. Even the greasy ice cream man that nobody will go anywhere near has a soul. He's gonna let the mallard duck cross the street, you know? It's a good story to have.
Yeah, we've got a city park just
Everybody
right up
said
the road.
hi, Pinky, for sure. You know, I just want to let you know.
Hi. Actually, I think it's a county park. I don't think it's a city park. It's a county park. I'm just like a couple blocks away from the city limit right here in Sacramento.
Right, right. Wow.
Pretty urban. Yeah.
The guy, Big Kev, who says that I haven't blocked, he's in Lincoln County. I guess that's more of a rural area of Sacto, eh?
There's not a county called Lincoln, but there's a city called Lincoln up the highway a little ways from here, and yeah, it's a lot more kind of rural. People have like land up there and horses and ranches, and
That's one of
it's
those
not.
places that they take the water and send it all the way to Las Vegas and just say, fuck you, California, right? Like, that's one of those places where they just take the water, you know? They do that here. In the East Coast, they do that. They send it up to Canada and they make Everfresh orange juice. And then that's in every liquor store. You can't get Everfresh in a normal store, only in a liquor store. So we send this water to Canada, you know, and they make this goddamn orange juice that they put in liquor stores. It's a fucking mafia, you know? It's a mafia, bro. We're stuck.
Oh my
He
gosh.
loves rural areas, Hillbilly does. Well, it's fitting. It's fitting.
Yeah, well, I've always been a city girl. I've always lived in a suburb or a really urban area. Like I lived in I lived in San Francisco for about 8 years, and
Oh,
that's that's about as city as you can get.
yeah.
Um, but never anywhere. I mean, for the summer, I stayed out on Catalina Island, which was pretty undeveloped. But like as a lifestyle, no, I'm like an urban or suburban girl.
Yeah, I don't hang around. I mean, I've camped, but I don't like to, and I like to hang around the back of the gas station. At least I can get fed. I know that, you know what I mean. So I hang around buildings just like everybody else. I see everybody else, and I think it's ludicrous, but I'm like, hey, I have no choice. I'm gonna hang around buildings too. Your neighbors
Hey,
are
I feel like
cows.
pretty blonde
His
out here,
neighbors
don't
are
I?
cows on 3 sides for 5 acres. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. No humans to worry about, man. Siberian gal pal lives in the country. Let's see. Hobo and you grew up in Riverdale, California. Riverside, I mean Riverside. Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
Riverside.
man.
Okay.
Yeah, that's definitely not rural, but
On Riverside. Who sang that song?
I don't know.
Remember that song? When we go down to
No.
Riverside?
You used to have cows, but urban development is moving in. Yeah, and you also said Siberian, like when you guys went from one side and the other of town, it's just unrecognizable right now. I get that. I know it. There's so much progress, so to speak. So much progress where you're at. Is that where I know you from? From Riverside. Oh, Hobo knows you from. He knows you from California, apparently. Down by the riverside. Down
Well, I've
by the riverside.
I visited Riverside. They have a beautiful hotel there. I can't remember what it's called exactly, but I stayed there because we went to UC Riverside and did like a site visit from UC Davis. From one print shop to the other print shop, we were talking about it was data back then. We were just in the
Right.
infancy of data, like variable data and that kind of stuff for printing. God, what was the name of that hotel? The Mission. I want to say it was called the Mission Hotel or something. So beautiful,
Okay.
really old school California. It looked like a mission.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. I remember. I mean, San Diego is Mission, California. You got that part of it. And I've been
yeah,
there, and that's
Mission.
fantastic.
Yeah, yeah, beautiful.
It's pretty cool. I just found out today. One of my friends who's in Fullerton and whatever, they have another little punk rock museum there instead of just Vegas. So his shit is all up on the wall. I'm like, that's so awesome. Like, I wonder who else too, because those guys, those are my friends. You know what I mean? So I can't wait to see the like Long Beach, Fullerton, Anaheim, like whatever they have out there, just build up because those are my people. Those are my people that I'm friends
Yeah.
with. I'm so glad to see that happen because it's all lost history. It's all lost. Hopefully, you
Um,
get to talk with Leslie.
I will get to talk with Leslie, but you know how I hate talking on the phone. Isn't this weird? I'm talking on the internet,
Yeah,
in front of God knows who,
10
and I have
people,
no problem with this.
10,000.
I feel like I'm able to express myself the way I want to, whereas if it's just voice, I feel so
Right.
awkward. I feel like something's missing, and it makes me anxious. I know
He
it's
used
weird.
to be a mission. Hobo used to be a mission. So there you go. Mission Inn. Mission Inn is what Hillbilly said it was.
Mission in, yeah,
The hotel, yeah.
yeah.
Hey, Jessica. Did we lose the chat? I hope not. Let me hit it again. Did we?
No, I see the chat.
Oh, I see it all. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it has been. I've been losing it. Like stuff will come through and I don't see it.
Oh,
Yeah, I got to refresh or whatever. Yeah, you guys are from the same part. I know you all like Mexican food. You prefer vegan, is that correct? So
no, I'm not vegan. Leslie is vegan. I like some vegan recipes, and I do cook vegan for myself on occasion, vegetarian a lot. Sometimes I want red meat, and
right.
I don't deny myself that. I just don't want it that often, you know. So I have a
Jessica, I
garden.
wouldn't steal your mother. I would just borrow her. And I already talked to you about this. I can't do that because of your dad. You know, like I don't fucking sell out guys like that. That's all. I don't care how she says she's not married to him. I don't sell out guys like that. So it was just a dream, Jess.
So I got a veggie garden. I've started some tomatoes and some cucumbers.
Awesome.
And then the chard is left over from this winter. The chard is just kind of like ending. Can you see it? Yeah.
I know she likes me, Jess, and yes, I see the chart. Walking garlic. What is it? Walking garlic or walking onion?
Walking onion.
There you go. There you go. Do you have that to show? That's pretty cool.
No, those were given to me by a coworker
Okay.
last week, and they've been eaten. They taste like an onion. It's an onion.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
onions and garlic, I mean, that flavor is actually it's a metal. Like people don't really realize it's a metal. It's really good for you because it flushes out stuff in your veins and in your kidneys and whatever. It's really good for you. Get
Do you
into
like
it.
shallots too?
Oh yeah, all of it.
Kind of like a
Yeah,
cross.
I think how I mentioned before, like I will carry like a little grate in my little like military pocket on the side, a little tiny grate, and I'll put it in the ground and I'll roast all the local onions or whatever and eat them. I love it, you know. Yeah, and they taste like both at once. They taste like garlic and onions, you know. But it's good for the body and the soul.
Yeah, and a roasted onion or a caramelized onion. It gets really sweet. It's good. It's good
She
stuff.
always goes missing. It's common for her. Well, I'm not going to be the perpetrator, Jessica. It might be common for her, but I'm not going to be the guy. Sorry.
Leeks, yeah, SGP leek. They look like leeks. These walking onions. It has like a long stalk, like a green onion, like a thick green onion, and then little bulbs grow on top. And then when they get heavy enough, the whole damn thing falls over, and then the process starts again, and that's why they're called a walking onion.
Yeah, because they're replanted by gravity. They have the bulbs come up. The bulbs become the roots later, you know, when it falls over because it's too heavy.
Yeah.
That's like brilliant nature work there, you know?
Well, they think it's a diploid hybrid of two different kinds of onions.
Okay.
So it happened accidentally, you know,
Oh,
or
Hobo grew them in
maybe
Utah.
somebody tried it.
Hobo grew them when he was in Utah.
Oh, okay.
And Hillbilly's yard is full of wild onions.
Wild onions. Do you eat them? Can you eat a wild onion?
I do. It's not going to kill me if it's that small. I used to eat those little poison berries all the time in Maryland, you know? And they'll kill you, but, you know, they have arsenic in them or whatever. But how many do you have to eat? I've eaten like 40 of them, you know? So I don't know. Maybe I have a brain disease, but I love it.
They teach us in Girl Scouts. Berries red, you could be dead. Berries white, you die tonight. Black and blue are good for you. Yeah, that's what they taught us. Don't eat the white berries.
Okay.
Black
All
and
right,
blue
all
are
right.
good. Yeah.
All of them are white when you peel them.
Onions.
No, all berries. All berries are white when you peel them. You take the skin off of them, they're all white. Like, what are you telling me? Like, I'm scared now. I have blueberries. Am I done?
Black and blue are good for you. You're all right.
Yeah. But they're white when you peel them.
Just the
Just
white
the white
mushroom.
mushrooms. Okay. All right. I need more mushrooms. That wasn't enough. That was 4 grams. It's not enough anymore. It wasn't enough. I'm gonna do 5.6 at least. Poppy Carl's gonna send me more. He says in a couple weeks. You know what I mean? I hope he does because I'll try.
So didn't mushrooms you used to buy them like in an eighth, right? Like a 3.5er, right? Is that how they used to come?
I spent 18 years away from mushrooms, And I thought that when I came back, I would have a lower tolerance, but I don't. But yeah, you buy them in an eighth. Usually you eat an eighth, which is 3.5 grams,
Yeah.
or you buy whatever variation of that. You could buy a quarter and split it with one person or buy a half and blah, blah, blah. Usually, yeah. But I just have a tolerance, and I have a tolerance that doesn't change. I stayed away for years. I went back to, first I was trying to get LSD, and they only had gel tabs. They didn't have paper anymore. And it's not real LSD. Like, I could tell, I did a lot of it, and I could tell. I was like, yeah, it's fucking
I had
LSA or LS something, but it's an analog.
less than 10 trips on LSD under my belt, but I did. I was there in the 80s and 90s. I did some of that. It was good. It was
My
fun.
my sophomore year of high school, I went really hard on LSD. I did it all the time, and I
I was
loved
in
it.
college.
Oh yeah, my sophomore year of high school, that's when I got it out of my system. But I loved it. I loved it. I did it all the time. I would be all dried out and fried, and I would just give me 3 more. It'll just wake me up for this morning. For 2 years after, I started seeing things. Most things were mostly black and white, and everything went like this. Everything was like frame rated when I
Yeah.
looked around. For 2 years, everything went in my head. I did a lot, and I loved it. But I don't think
Yeah.
it exists anymore. I don't think there's real LSD. I think all this shit is analogs.
Well, the chemists are all gone. The great chemists, Stanley, Owsley Stanley and all those guys.
Yep.
What's the other guy? Nick Sand.
Yeah, we had the last like sunshine acid or whatever, in like 92. We really did, and that was it. That's it.
Yeah.
It's done.
Yeah.
And so you were in college, I was in high school. Big deal. I mean, you're older than me. It was probably the same period on Earth. You see what I'm saying? Like,
1990 or so.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I graduated high school in 96, and so my sophomore year is when I was hitting it hard. So that was 92 or whatever.
Right. There was a lot of it around back then. It wasn't hard to find.
Getting on an airplane to Hawaii, man, they don't have any drugs in Hawaii, man. They don't have any drugs, man. The
Shit,
Looney Tunes flew with you.
There's a lie. What's been a lie?
White Claw. What flavor? Mango?
This one's a strawberry.
There you go. There you go. So you think sugar alcohols? You think sugar alcohols are sugar free because they say they are?
No, it's not
How?
sugar.
How?
This one has 100 calories, but it's not the reason I drink it. I drink it because they're just really light. They go down easy. It's a 5% ABV.
Right.
It gets me where I want to be, and it's easy on my tongue. So
Right.
no, that's why I drink the White Claw. But it's making me have to pee, so I'm gonna excuse myself, and I'll be right back.
Take your time. Excuse
Okay.
yourself. Excuse yourself. It helped having cousins that live there, yeah. Oh, ice, yeah, okay. So like, yeah. I've had ice. I've had ice. A little shard of that, a little shard of that. I know what you mean. 21 hours. 21 hours on a little shard of that. For sure. Damn, man. Yo, what's up? Is Fresh Prince in the house? You just had the worst itchy eye and you don't know what happened last night when you were on live? Oh my gosh. No, you looked great last night, Jess. And then you had that wonderful dream, I hope I treated you chicas well. It's all fiction though, it wasn't real.
So, let me ask you this.
For sure.
My neighbor just turned on his stereo. Can you hear it? Is it okay?
It sounds like a pool pump or something. Like it doesn't sound like anything, recognizable.
Okay.
It's all good.
Okay.
You almost ended up married? Yeah, many times probably. I've been with my wife since 2001. She's at her mom's house right now. Yesterday, I totally had like oh my God, she's too far away from me break, It was weird. I had like panic, anxiety, blah, blah, blah. Crazy,
Look at my
crazy.
basil. My basil
She
is.
don't even like me. And I was all worried about that.
See my little basil?
Yes, yes. How's it smell? And he's
Smells
still
like
talking
dirt.
about the Hawaii trip.
It smells like dirt.
Oh, okay, okay. I like dirt. Dirt tastes good to me. I like ginseng. I like fucking what's it called? Mezcal. I like dirt. It's a good taste.
Yeah, so what else is going on? I have the same route home every night. I live and work on the end of one really long street that crosses Sacramento. Go about 7 miles one way and then I come 7 miles back. So tonight I was on like mile marker 5 when I noticed a huge police presence, including a
Okay.
helicopter right straight ahead. So, I had to divert, go down the detour, fight traffic, get back into my neighborhood again from the south. And then looked for what was going on the news, and there's nothing. It's just another Wednesday in Sacramento.
That's what I was gonna say. What's going on? You used to have KLTV covering shit like every hour, like all kinds of that crazy stuff. But I think people get worn out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just another,
Yeah, yeah.
more of the
I think they get like whatever you call it, like sort of empathy overload or whatever. They don't care anymore.
right.
Messed up,
Yeah.
man. It's messed up.
Yeah, I've felt kind of overwhelmed stuff lately. Like the damn cable company for not cable, but for the internet, they're charging me so damn much. And every time I try to use their app to lock in a plan, it tells me I have to go down there and get a new router. And I'm so frustrated because now they're charging me like $1.20 a month.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that's what for what? You know,
Right, right.
for real. Yeah. So, and I'm so frustrated. I've just kind of let it lie for months now, just letting it go because I don't want to deal with it. I'm overloaded with other things. Yeah.
That's what it's part of something I realized about myself. I've been using a little bit more alcohol to avoid things that I know that are just known fucking things. Like I know, but I don't want to deal with them. So it's like you say, you got to make that call and get it straight, right?
Yeah.
I've been suppressing myself to avoid things that I know. And it sucks. And like I'm not gonna do it right now anymore. I just finished this 40 and literally like. I mean, don't hold me to it. You'll see what happens. But literally, like, I'm disenchanted. I knew that this 240s that I had were going to be a couple of last two regular 40s. I'm not doing this anymore. Took a few days off. I got 47 years old. I started thinking about things, and I don't need it, man. A little bit of extra indigestion, a little bit of extra spent money and shit. I don't need it anymore. You
Yeah.
know,
Good deal.
and these things that I try to push myself away from, for my own comfort and just placate myself. Nah, just get through it. Fix it. I can do it. I've done so much more. I've like sometimes I've moved 3 times in like 2 years or whatever. And I didn't lose anything. I didn't lose anything that was valuable to me. I just put it on my back and I moved it, and I'll do it again. So
I've got so much shit now.
whatever I've been avoiding, I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm not. Good night, hillbilly.
Night night hillbilly.
Yeah,
Just
Jessica
because
just
she
moved. Yeah, and what's up with your Wi-Fi? You don't even
doesn't have
have it.
it. Yeah.
You came on live last night. I don't know how, Jess, but you know. Also, you were smoking out of a can, so I fucking built a can to smoke out of. You know, just for solidarity. I didn't want to do it. Like, to me, that was like a downgrade, pretty hard.
Oh,
Pinky has
Jessica,
had
they're
me
all a
hitting my
ripoff.
bong. Pinky has had
What?
me hitting my bong. I've been stoned for days on that. You know, you were like, "Hey, you keep smoking these and hit your bong." Okay, and I did, and I've been stoned for days.
Jessica, they're all a ripoff. It doesn't matter what company it is. They got us by the short and curlies. They can charge us whatever they want, and they will.
Yeah, it's like a base $120 a month most places, right?
Is that really, is that the average now? Is that pretty much what you
I
get?
think so. I think
Yeah.
so.
Okay.
You don't get any extras because everything else is a subscription service now. So then you
Right.
end up spending $180 on subscription services every month. It's fucking crazy, you know. Holy sheep shit.
Well, I pay for premium. I do. I pay for premium YouTube. So what's
Mhm.
that? It's like 13 or 14 bucks a month. But
It was
that's a
$5.99 when it started, just so you know.
wow. Okay.
Yep, yep. Man, you know. Hey, Dr.
Well,
Space Monkey, I figured we could sell some, party with some, smoke some.
he pays like
25
20
to
or 35
$30.
bucks.
He must have like Herbal Link or something. Herbal Link. $35 a month. It's all run by organic vegetables. It's Herbal Link. I don't believe it. You're your own best customer, Mike. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't want this Elon Musk like internet or whatever. I don't want that shit, you know? They're gonna charge $300 a month. I don't know how he gets away with it, Jessica. It sounds unreasonable. I don't know what he's using, you know. Like I said, that must be that Australian internet where there's like a carrot sticking out of a donkey's ass, you know. I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you what, I just wanted to hop up really quick, but I got to walk the damn dog because she's been on me since I got home. So I
Super
think
cool.
it's finally the shadows are long enough she won't burn her little paws on the asphalt.
Cool. Thank you for coming up.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'll be in the chat when I get back, I'm sure.
Cool.
All right.
Jessica, I'll send you the link, but thank you, Pinky. I'll send it to you right now. Bye. All right. Brought to you by Hello Tushy Fume. Code promo code. Go fuck yourself. Elon Musk Internet. Yeah. I'm just scared, man. I know he's selling people on all his nonsense, you know. My son and I, you know, I had a vitriol response yesterday to a Tesla. You know what I mean? My son and I were out there, and I was like, "Man, I hope you piss your pants. I hope you piss your pants just a little bit. I hope you piss your pants just a little bit." And it gets down there to the goddamn batteries, and it comes up and it shocks you in your goddamn balls. That's all I said. I was trying to be nice, just a little bit. And it shocks you in the goddamn balls. They're hooked on porn. Everybody's hooked on porn. What a bunch of fucking fools, dude. Hooked on porn. You know, if a porn movie isn't a fucking good movie, it's not a good movie. It's worthless, you know? There's others. It needs to be a good movie. Number one, man. That's the most important part. Oh, Jessica is in the room. I hope you don't get kicked out again. What's up, Jess?
Yo,
Beautiful shirt. How you doing?
I'm alright. I don't have makeup on today, but I'm good.
Still looking good. Still looking good. Nice shirt.
My
What's up
ex
with that?
pissed me off. He just like gets with me and then just bounces like a fuckboy. I got really mad.
Who did
I
that?
cussed
Who
him
did that?
out.
Who?
Typical. I should have saw it coming. I should have never trusted him again. That's my fault.
Who did that? Your ex?
Typical motherfucker.
I think he's
I'm an
pretty
idiot.
good. I don't know. I think he likes boys. I don't know.
Me too. I actually said that to him. I said, "So do you want someone skinny so bad? Why don't you go fuck a guy?" I said, "Why don't you go date every fucking inmate on the inmate roster of Portland? I think you'd have better luck with that." That's what I said to him. I fucking let loose on
You're
him.
so crazy.
I
You're
was
so
so
crazy, dude.
pissed. I'm like, if you want a slave so bad, because he's always telling me that I didn't scrub his dishes good enough. He's lucky I even touched one of the motherfucking dishes. Okay, I didn't have to do any of that shit. That was all voluntary. And I said, if you
It's
want a fucking
tactics.
slave so bad, why don't you go date the inmate roster of Portland and leave me the fuck alone and never call me again? Well, it's kind of true. And I had this really
He's
crazy
like,
dream.
hey yo, Bunky, why don't you shine this up? I'll put you on my books. You know, he's gay as hell. That guy likes boys. You know what I
You
mean? I
know,
love gay
feeling the
people, but
slave
I'm
so
just saying.
bad.
You know, I'm just saying.
And then another thing, like I had this weird dream about you, like in meeting my mom and I, and then my mom, like we were at the beach or something. I don't know where we were, but we
Right?
weren't here. And then she just was gone. I'm like, where'd she go? Like, and I woke up.
Just because she fell in love. She fell in love.
I
She
don't
ran
know,
away.
man. It was a
You
trippy dream.
know?
Kind of depressing
It's
if she
not
was
real.
gone.
It's not real. Don't
She
worry
always
about it.
gets lost in Mexico. It's like not the first time it's happened, you know? She always does shit like that. She's always missing in action.
Like you said, I'm an other. What did you say? I'm an other.
A magician
No, no, no. You said I was an other
making bitches
ethnicity.
disappear.
You said I was an other. I'm an other and other ethnicity. That's why I made your mother disappear. Your very white mother disappear in Mexico. This other ethnicity stepped in and did it. She disappeared in
Basically.
Mexico again.
I've been so bad. I've been worshiping the devil. I've been so mad. I've been worshiping Satan. I've been so angry.
You're
I
not
don't
bad.
think
You're
Jesus is
not angry.
listening. I wonder if he'd listen. Oh, he's
Oh
listening all
wow.
right. I'll tell you
Yeah,
a weird story about that guy.
I want to hear it. Yeah.
I shit you not. My phone flew off my old house, not this one.
Okay.
My phone flew off the motherfucking nightstand right in front of me. I couldn't believe my eyes. I didn't think it was possible. I'm like, that's not even real. There's no way. Next thing you know, I thought there was somebody in my house with like a laser gun. Like, you know how guns will have laser beams?
Oh,
And
like
it's a
a
red dot, and it was a
yeah.
couple eyes staring at me. I'm like, whoa! Like, I swear to God, this is what I saw. It sounds made up, but I swear to God, I saw two red glowing ass eyes looking right at me. I'm like, what in the fuck, you know?
Right. Right.
He's listening. He's much more present than Jesus is, I guess.
Well, you know, devil is supposed to be master of the earth. You know, he's not master of heaven or the universe, but devil is supposed to be master of the earth. So maybe you see him here.
He definitely listens more than Jesus does, I guess.
You got to come to Jesus. You have to accept Jesus, and then
I'm mad at
then you have
Jesus. Why the
open
fuck did my
dialogue.
ex fuck me over? If Jesus is really real. If Jesus was really listening and Jesus really loved me, none of this horrible shit would be going on. I'm sorry. But your mom wouldn't be dead. My friend's mom wouldn't be
My
dead.
mom
My
would
mom's
be
mom
dead.
wouldn't be
My
dead.
mom died
I'm not gonna
naturally.
be
My
dead
mom died
soon.
naturally, bro. My mom died naturally,
It's
Jess. It
all
wasn't a
fucked
thing.
up, you know?
It wasn't a thing. My mom died naturally. It's not a thing. I'm not crying about it. It was
I'm
normal.
crying. I'm sad about it, and it's not even my mom. My best friend's mom also. Like in October, like, and then my one of my friends, his best
Yeah,
friends,
mine was
rolled his
October.
cars and
Yeah.
dies. Like right afterwards, both rolled their cars. Isn't that weird? 2 people in 1 month.
My mom came from West Virginia, though, so half of her graduating class was already dead when she was 40 because they live on mountains, they drink, they drive, they fucking fall off the mountain. You know what I mean?
That
So
happened to someone out here. They went flying like
my
way
mom's
across.
a success. My mom's a success, you know?
That happened to somebody here. They went flying. They flang across. Like they hit a rock. Their car didn't. They flung, and they smashed their head on a rock and died up in the
Heck
mountain.
yeah.
Some kid
Heck yeah,
drunk,
man.
drunk driving. They made a big old drunk panel out of it for all the DUIs.
Yeah,
Some
man.
angry mom gets up there and is like, "Don't you drink and drive because my son hit his head on a rock," and yells at
I've seen 'em.
everybody.
Yeah, the MADD, the MAD group, like Mothers Against Drunk Driving, they have
Yeah, you
ladies.
seen one of those before? I've seen
Yeah, they
two of
have
them.
ladies come and share their stories like 4 in a row with like photographs of their dead kids and stuff,
Oh my
you know?
god, I
And
I
that's what they
know.
do. That's they know. And good Lord. And then what do you think they do next? They
Then you
say,
feel
so
like a real
now,
jerk if you do it again. Like if
well,
you're
then
there
now, but then
again.
they say, and now we need some money. And they pass the collection plate around after all those disgusting stories that
I
you just heard
forget.
4 in a row.
Do
You know what I
they?
mean? Then they get in your pocket. And
Of
then you're
course they
like,
do.
hey, this is why fuck you to the humanity. You know what I mean? Like now you got moms crying, like really hurting themselves on stage for the benefit of others, and then you're gonna ask them for money. This is why human beings
Yeah.
are pieces of shit.
You know
Like
what
seriously,
confuses
what do
me
they
about
care
money?
about? What do
Is
they
how
care?
money is supposedly the root of all evil. It confuses the fuck out of me, this concept. So money is the root of all evil, but on the bill it
No,
says in
money
God
is
we
not the root of
trust.
all evil. Money is neutral. The love of money is the root of all evil. It's
And
in Ezekiel.
well, kind whatever.
For
And
the
then
love,
and then
it says for the love of money is the root of evil.
that's true. The
It's
Bible
not
says that.
money.
It's
It's
true.
the love of money. I
It's like
don't love
greed.
money. I love
Yeah.
you. I love people.
It's like greed, right?
You can't
Basically.
love money. You can't love
To be
money. You're a
consumed by the
pervert.
consumer of money.
That's a
But
pervert.
basic
A
but
pervert loves something, deviant. Not like they don't love you. They don't love humanity. They don't love your mom, your sister, and your brother. They
no.
love some object. They're perverted. You can't be in love with an object. That's what perversion is. It's like fetishism, shit like that, like I want you to stomp on my nuts with, certain fucking shoe. That's perversion. But loving money is perverted. I can't love money. I love you, people.
You know
Jessica,
what confuses me? Is at church they should set the basket like in the front of the church and just make it an option to put in there. Why they gotta pass it around, make everybody feel like shit? They should just leave it sitting out. They shouldn't do that. Like it's so
it's
like
called peer
contradictive.
pressure. It's called peer pressure, number one.
Then it makes you feel like a broke loser if you would just want to go to church and worship without getting involved with money. That's kind of
Dude,
why I stopped going. I
think
didn't
about
like feeling like that.
there's like a deacon that goes to every single pew, passes the thing, and then gets it back, and then he looks at you, and he can give you that, you didn't put anything in there.
I stopped going because of shit like that. I mean, I can worship that shit at my house if I want.
What are your favorite movies? That's a good question.
I don't know if I got a favorite movie anymore. I stopped watching TV lately, but I have a favorite show, not a favorite movie.
My God.
But
What about Jessica, like yesterday? Gothy Jessica with the black hair. She liked The Craft, maybe.
I kind of used to really like I don't know. Have you ever seen like AI before, or
Yeah.
like
With
or
Will
like
Smith? With
or
Will
like
Smith.
Butterfly Effect before
Oh, yeah. Butterfly Effect. Yeah. That was a good one. That was awesome.
with the seizure boy writing in his journals?
That was awesome. Yep.
It's a pretty it's fucking sad movie, but it's damn good, isn't it? It makes you think about life and who you're fucking over and like why things are happening and whatever. She's like, "Why'd you just leave me here to rot?" I've been there. I felt like her before a million times in that scenario. That's how I feel right now. When she's
I'll
all
ask you a
fucking high and
question.
dry and
Jessica,
left for
Jessica,
dead,
you
she
got me
feels all
now. You
pissed
got me
off.
now. You know that guy, Jonah Hill or whatever? Have you ever seen his movie about skating in the early 90s or whatever? Because now that you said Butterfly Effect, I was thinking of Jonah Hill. He made this movie about skating in the early 90s, but it's also kind of a disaster movie. But it is about his youth and everything, and that space
Yeah.
and time. Yeah,
I
mid
need to wash
90s.
my
There you go.
hair.
It's probably an A24, right? Space Monkey. Tell me it's an A24.
Oh, by the
right?
way, Rain Man is
It's
free
like
on
a
YouTube right now. I've
legitimate
never seen it
hipster
though.
movie. It's an absolute A24. It's all the way endorsed, like you
I've
said
never seen
about
Rain
Witch.
Man, dude. I've never seen Rain Man. What the fuck
100%.
is wrong with me?
Mid-90s. So watch mid-90s, Jessica. It is an A24. Oh my god,
You've
just
seen
like
Rain
Witch.
Man, right,
Just
Joe?
like Witch. And there's no yeah, never mind. There's no Adam Scott or Scott Adam in it.
You've seen Rain Man? Is it worth the watch, Joe? My
Who's
mom keeps
ever
telling me to
seen a
watch
movie
it.
with Adam Scott in it that wasn't an A24? Anyways, Rain Man rules.
My mom keeps telling me to watch that. It's free on YouTube right now. She keeps telling me I have to watch it. I've never
You
seen it
should.
before.
Yeah, you should. You
Is
should.
it really good? Is it terrific?
Jessica, can we go to Las Vegas? I'll
That's
pay.
so random. I used to live there. That's
No,
so
I don't fucking
random.
care. Can we go to Las
I
Vegas? No,
actually
you're not.
might move there again, not because I want to, but because I
I'll
just can't
tell you.
afford it
I'll tell
here.
you. There's a reason. We're
I could
both
have
gonna wear
lipo if
the.
I do that. I have
We're
extra money in my
both gonna wear
pocket.
the same gray suit, and we're gonna go walk around together. We're gonna wear
I
the
might end
same
up in
suit.
Vegas for reals though, like to live. I'm not kidding. Not because I want to live there, but because it's a
Just
place I
don't
can afford to
gamble
live there for
anymore.
housing.
You can keep the money as long as you don't gamble. But yeah,
Well, I
me
would
and you,
have a
we're
little
gonna wear.
extra in my pocket if I chose to live there. If I sold this house, I'd have half of this house worth in my pocket, and then the other half would be spent on a house. And then I could invest that money and make it create more money and live off of it. And then I could use some of it to get a little surgery done because I'm kind of fat, which would be nice.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'd probably be
You don't
happy.
need any. You don't need any surgery. I'll suck the fat
On
out of
my
you.
lower
Jessica.
stomach, I might. Maybe a little, my inner thighs, a little bit, in my arms.
Shit.
And a little bit of gobble suction, maybe. But yeah. How
Yeah.
about 10,000 later?
But anyways, yeah,
Maybe
we're gonna wear the
15.
same gray suit. We're gonna go to Vegas. We're gonna use your brilliant mind to count cards, and we're gonna run for like 3 days. I'll pay. It'll be so funny. We'll have to film it. We'll get Dougie Doug to film it.
You can't get in trouble in Vegas. There's too much crime for the cops to keep up with. They won't even care. They won't even notice us.
Oh, I know. I'll be smoking salvia outside of every place. You know, I
The
don't give
cops
a
are actually
fuck
really
about the
nice there. I've met
law
them. They're
when I go to
nice.
Vegas. You know, I don't give a fuck about the
They
law.
took pictures of me after I almost died because of my ex. I looked like horrible because of domestic violence. They were really nice people, those cops. Nicest cops I've met, really, are Vegas cops. I haven't met any of them. All
Oh
the rest
shit!
of
Did
them
you
are
fart,
assholes.
Jessica? You farted.
No,
He
I didn't
caught you.
fart.
He caught you. He caught you.
Huh? I didn't
Don't lie. He
fart.
caught you. He caught you. He caught you.
My
Don't lie.
dog makes a farting sound when he
It
sleeps.
was
He
your
snores
dog.
weird.
Okay, it was the dog. It was fucking
He
Rusty.
always
Okay,
makes
we got it.
a farting sound when he just because he's breathing. He makes farting sounds. He just
Okay.
naturally sounds like he's farting when he breathes. I'm telling you, listen. Oh,
Hi,
did you
Rusty. How
fart?
you doing? Hey,
Did you
Rusty.
let
Big
one
P.
go?
Hey, Rusty. You like Big P? You like Big
Big
P?
P?
You
Who's
like
Big
Big
P?
P? Australia?
Uncle Farai, you want to take a pee? What? Take a pee? That's what he wants to do. He's gotten a big boy. Big boy? He's been sleeping all day? Why are you so tired today?
He's a
You
lot
haven't even
more
been doing
calm.
anything.
He's a lot more calm than he was
Sandwich? Sandwich?
when he was a puppy. He was.
Oh no, it's dying. Oh wait, I can't hear you. Are you still
No,
there? I can't hear you. You still there? I can't hear you.
hey Jess.
There you are.
I'm leaving because it's a software update.
Oh, okay. And he's gone just like that. And I steal the show. I steal the show. Hey, what's up, hoes? I'm stealing the show. I'm stealing Joe's show. What's up, niggas? Where'd he go? He's like abracadabra gone. The fuck? That was weird. He just like totally left in the blink of an eye. He's there and then he's gone. But I'm getting more views on his channel than he does. What's up, everybody? I'm not Joe, but I'm the next best one in line. Step right up. Come to the Jessica show, everybody. Hello, Bradley. Hello, everybody. I need to get another glass of wine if I'm going to be here. I guess I'll just wait for Joe to come back. Maybe he will. Is it Rusty's turn? Rusty! Rusty! Wanna go for a ride? Are we go for a ride? Eat some food? Eat some dinner? Some dinner? He's so sweet. Isn't he sweet? Oh, my baby dog. Such a good little fart sounding little guy. His breath smells like a fart. Like when he opens his mouth. Smells like something died in his mouth. Oh. Something died in your mouth? I know this vet kind of sounds like I'm sitting on a diaper because it has plastic on it still. He does sound like a little fart. He's a little gremlin. He's a little baby.